want to play this for you because Congress is an absolute failure. There was a measure on the floor to restore congressional war powers, to basically say to the president, you're not allowed to declare war with a foreign country without our approval. Because, oh yeah, it's in the Constitution. Here's Thomas Massey explaining that.
Mr. Speaker, James Madison warned us that in no part of the Constitution is more wisdom to be found than in the clause which confides the question of war and peace to the legislature and not the executive. Madison called it the crown jewel of Congress. The framers understood a simple truth. To the extent that war-making power devolves to one person, liberty dissolves. If the president believes military action against Venezuela is justified and needed, he should make the case and Congress should vote before American lives and treasure are spent on regime change in South America. Are we prepared to receive swarms of the 25 million Venezuelans who will likely become refugees and billions in American treasure that will be used to destroy and inevitably rebuild that nation? Do we want a miniature Afghanistan in the Western Hemisphere? If that cost is acceptable to this Congress, then we should vote on it as a voice of the people and in accordance with our Constitution. I urge support for this resolution and I yield back.
Yeah, he urged support, but guess what happened? Of course, it did not pass because Congress, they're a bunch of warmongers also. They want war. They just don't want the responsibility of it. So they don't want to take back the war powers. They don't want to have to vote on war. They'd rather Trump make the decision. And if it all ends up ugly, which it usually will, then it could be Trump's fault and none of them have to take the fault. But just remember this, they voted against the Constitution. They voted against their job, which is to declare war on behalf of the American people. They've taken that power away from us, we the people, and instead just handed it over to the executive and said, you know what, you just do whatever you want. We're here for you. And these are the people that all stood up and cheered and championed Juan Guaido when he was there at the State of the Union address. They all get up in unison, every last one of them bipartisan, cheering and clapping for regime change. And Thomas Massey, one of the only principled people in Congress, actually advocating for the U.S. Constitution. But what is the U.S. Constitution? Who needs that anyway? That's essentially what we've been learning over the last couple of decades, that it's just a piece of paper. It means nothing.